Strategies for teaching the visual arts in a multi-modality environment. Hello, my name is John Graham and I'm the Elementary Digital Learning Specialist at the Maine DOE, and I'd like to spend some time today talking to you about a few strategies that I think visual arts teachers of any level could use with their students to find success in a multi-modality environment. So I've broken this down into 4 different sections that I want to talk about. First one being home base, so where students can go to consistently find what they need. A sharing place, a place where they can publish and share out the work that they need to, or if a teacher might share it with them. A collaboration space, so where students can go and work together, work with the teacher. And the last one is the storage case, so where they can store their work. So the first one, a home base. So I think this one is really depends on your school environment. I would say if you have a learning management system like Google Classroom or Seesaw, kind of depending on your grade level, that might be a great place to start. Your students are going to most likely be familiar with a learning management system within your school, so you don't need to reinvent the wheel. Just use that same one as best you can. Some schools, however, have a website or web pages, and that might be kind of the primary mode of how teachers share out work with students. So if that's the case, even something like a Bitmoji classroom that we saw take off, any creation of those is fantastic. I think the key though is just to have something that's consistent, that students always know where to go, no matter if they're in person in class or if they're joining it asynchronously at home. Or a sharing place. So again, that LMS in your school that you've got set up, that is a great way for you to share work with students, for them to share that work back with you. But there are also publishing structures like website creators, so students could take their artwork and create a website that shows their artwork. There are communication tools like Flipgrid that they could use to record themselves talking about their art, showing it off, explaining their techniques that they used or whatever. Or they might use portfolio software or tools such as Book Creator to capture their work as well. So there are a variety of options out there that they can use to capture their work and share it both with the teacher but also with peers, and actually it could be shared out with family through a school website or something like that. A collaborative space, so again, Flipgrid is a great way for students to share their work with one another. It's a great environment for students to work in, where they can do stuff and see one another's work that even in a physical classroom they might not be able to do in the same way. And there's also this technique that I've heard about, cameras on hands. So if students are not in school, the teacher can actually have them focus a camera so they could join the class through Zoom or Google Meet or what have you, and just focus their camera on their actual hands of what they're doing. So whatever art they're making, the teacher can see it over the camera and then make suggestions, offer up advice as needed. And a storage case. So if you're taking pictures or videos of student art, students can use that learning management system. Again, Google, if you're using Google, it would be Google Drive. If you're using Seesaw, they can capture those things. That art can be stored up and used later, whether it's in a portfolio, in an art show, but it's a great way to have it stored up so that they can use at a later time. So again, my name is John Graham, I'm the Elementary Digital Learning Specialist, and feel free to reach out to me if you're a visual arts teacher and would like some support how you can integrate technology into your art classroom.